Okay, guys, welcome back. Blessed be. Let me move this a teeny tiny bit so that, yeah, okay, I can see my sound's active. Yeah, I like do more videos after baths because it's like I get in there and I let all the tension of the day just go and it like clears me up magically and creatively and everything. First, I want to thank you for the people that have responded to the Patreon. That means so much to me, guys. And what I'll do is they normally put out stuff first of the month, so first of the month videos I'll do my shoutouts to the current patrons. And that's at least something I can give back to you because I'm like trying to think of like what I can give to you, and like right now all I could do is like do like mini video clips or something. So right now nothing's coming back to me. But I was doing this thing. I was getting the camera ready for tomorrow because I'm like, maybe I can take pictures of the crab boil and discuss, like, I had this idea of discussing abundance magic and everything, and discussing how you have the bucket, and you could, like, do endless stuff with this, like, the middle of the bucket is magical, and the food, and abundance, and prosperity, and everything else, and I'm gonna get, like, really high and spiritual in the video. And Loki, of course, puts in his 2 cents and he says, it's pretty much a bunch of phallic symbols stuck in a bucket. And I'm like, Loki, he was right. He's like, nudge. So I thought, okay, fertility. And what does fertility mean? Fertility does not just mean making babies, or you cast a spell and all of a sudden your lawn's going to be 8 feet tall and you're going to have gazelle romping around. Fertility also means fertility in your life. Do you want more health? Do you want more wealth? And do you need, like, whatever taken care of? Do you want more love in your life? Never cast for the specific, cast for the general. It's like basic magic 101, but I always remind people because I have to remind myself too. And it's totally okay to cast for yourself. I know at one time we were like, oh no, I could never. I have to live like a pauper and never cast. You can totally cast for yourself. Don't be a greedy because the universe isn't probably going to listen. But if you do general spells, it will work. And for those that aren't witches, spell work is just fancy prayers, hon. I've always said it in my articles. I will say it till the day I die. Spell work is just fancy prayers. We just use more candles and crystals and incense. But it's the same exact thing. And magic comes in 2 flavors. It comes in working under your own steam or with general energy, and working with a other being. Basically, that's it. You can get really super technical and start talking about where you're getting the energy from and that, but that's it. And magic itself is just a useful tool. It's a prayer. It can be used for harm. It can be used for ill. Example I always used to say in my Wiccan pages is it's just like prayer can be used for good or ill. You can pray for someone to break their leg because you hate them, or pray for the earth to open up and swallow them, or curse them in the name of God, or you can pray for healing, or you can pray for world peace, or whatever. It's the same exact concept. Okay, so I am doing this thing, and I am doing the ritual, and I'm blending Freya's energy of Friday and blending Saturday energy of Loki, and I'm doing this thing and I'm doing this ritual and I'm doing it in front of his altar, and I'm trying to visualize, like the bucket, like a general visualization, so I can have all this magic on lock and I don't have to be up there tomorrow trying to concentrate on a waitress and doing like mental work in my mind and everything. And instead of what I thought I would see, I'm seeing like all these diamonds, not even diamonds, but like diamond-y, sparkly energy, like the energy coming out is diamond sparkles, and I'm like, that is definitely Freya right there on lock. And then like Loki comes in at the last second, of course, as I'm letting forth the magic and using it for my intent. And at the very end, when it felt like everything was on lock and everything, I hear fireworks go off. And Loki loves fireworks. I'm like, oh, it worked. But you can actually do that, and I believe you can do that. Like, before you're going to go to an event, you can, of course, cast spells to travel safely and to be safe while you're there, because you're probably going to be distracted and your guard's going to be down and everything else. But I also believe you can cast a general spell, just, and remember, it's just like saying a prayer, so that if you go there and you're excited and you totally forget to take advantage of that moment, you've already put the spell work in place. So I can go up there and I don't have to like be distracted and thinking, when can I do this? No one will notice. Like, I didn't intend to go up there and like wave a wand around or whip out a giant pentacle or something. But you know what I mean? It's like, it's done. It's done. It's on lock. I can go up there and enjoy. And I can remember, hopefully, if I don't totally vape out and forget that I did this, and be like, oh yeah, the work's already done. How cool of me. And you know, how nice and generous of the gods. And if we do magic like that, if we approach it like, yeah, kind of do it like kind of before the event, and then when we get to the event, we'll probably see something to remind us, then we can like relax and enjoy ourselves. And it's a good way to do magic. And no, you're not going to hit anyone, and that way you're not putting your intent into something and some magical person doesn't pick it up next and be like, wow, what did you do to this? And that way, you know, if you're a totally newbie witch, you aren't like accidentally, you know, whatever, and you don't feel awkward about it. And even if you did do it at the event, even let's say this was the thing and you picked it up and you were working with it, you're not going to zap anyone really near you. It's just like the guy next to you, if he's like praying to Jesus or whatever, he's not going to zap you and ruin your magic, and you're not going to ruin him. Don't worry about other people. But this is also discreet. It's not going to bother people. People aren't even going to know you did it unless you go in there wearing pentacle and robes and a pointy hat and go, I enchanted my food! I mean, don't do that. I mean, unless you live in Salem and it's near Halloween and you need to drum up tourists to your shop. But please don't. Yeah, you don't have to do it. It's like, you could totally do it ahead of time, and then when you see the item or you see whatever is going to be at the event to remind you, then you can like do a little tiny mental boost within your mind, like, oh, okay, I reactivated this, awesome. And that way it's done. And I think it would have like so many vast applications if we did our magic more like this sometimes, because it's not always possible to try to do magic in the event. Life isn't Harry Potter. It isn't skullduggery pleasant. You can't just always stand there and do magic. You have real-time people talking with you, wanting to interact, and you get distracted and get excited. So, you know, you don't always have to try to take out time in the moment and do the magic in the moment. You can do a little prep work. I totally believe that you can do prep work before an event and visualize the event. And even if your visualization was totally wrong, it was okay. It's more the energy that matters than, you know, physical painstaking accuracy. And then you have your work in place. Go enjoy yourself. So like, I have my work in place. I'll go tomorrow, enjoy myself, because I was actually like going nuts, like trying to think, like, I've never been to a crab oil in my life, and I'm like, am I going to get anything to bring home? Is there any way to like try to sneak shells out? Can I sort of, you know, like kind of sneak around after everybody's done and like collect all the shells to use the spell work? And I'm like, that's crazy talk. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have to ask for my bucket. I don't have to ask for the shells. I don't have to do all this crazy stuff, like sneak around, gather stuff. I can just do the work ahead of time, and that way it's totally okay. I don't need them to give me anything to bring home to, you know, do spell work. It's already done. It won't be done on their property, which is always good to keep good relationships with the community. And it's private. That way you won't have people looking at you and distracting you and everything else. That's another thing I like about it. And it's not, you know, it's not going to offend anyone because unless they absolutely know me and they know where to find this channel, they're going to have no idea I did it. And I don't know absolutely anyone. I like try to get everybody I knew to go to that thing, and nobody's going to it. So I don't even know anybody's going to be there. But yeah, guys, I thought I would make this for you and just kind of try to keep that in mind. And Loki gave me the nudge for it, and I was so happy he gave me the nudge because I was like trying to think like, should I like download a picture of crab boil and like be like concentrating on it? And then I'm like, no, I don't want to like think of that crab boil. I want to think the one I'm going to. So yeah. So trying to think of that. Trying to think of maybe planning an event. Just kind of keep your mind open. It doesn't have to be, obviously, it doesn't have to be crab boil because those are kind of specific. But you might be going somewhere that you know is going to have something that you are going to interact with. Like you might be going to a candle shop, or you might be going to a wedding and they're going to have like a wedding cake, or they're going to, wherever you're going or whatever they're going to have. Think of it and think of the ways that you can kind of incorporate ahead of time magic into it. That way you can go and you can enjoy yourself and be relaxed, and you don't have to worry about trying to do magic on the fly or do magic in public or whatever. And, you know, that way if you also need to have music and candles and the whole 9 yards as you work, and that's your thing, and it takes you a half hour to like get into a state to work, you can totally do that. So I hope you guys found this useful. I kind of want to bring you like magical videos from time to time as like inspiration strikes. And I will see you guys probably sometime tomorrow. I might be on in the morning. I don't know. It depends how I feel. And the crab boil is at 2. And I don't know how long that runs. I know they have like a couple events scheduled. So there's like 1 at 2. I know there's 1 at 8. I don't know if there's like 1 at 4 and 6 as well. So maybe we get like 2 hours and then they kick our butts out and bring the new people in. I don't know. So I don't know when I will be back, but I will probably not be too long, but I don't know. So I will see you guys when I see you. Have a happy Saturday, because this is going to go up for Loki's Day. So have a happy Saturday and blessed be. And again, thank you guys for support. It means so much. And thanks to those that always tune in as well. See you guys later. Bye bye.